Hi, this is Ajanta ma'am. Today I am doing a short story by Satyajit Ray called Fritz. Now, what is this story about? Now, this story was written by Satyajit Ray, which was published in his book called Collected Short Stories. It is about a Swiss doll named Fritz. And in the story, we find that the two friends plan a trip to visit Bundi, which is a village in Rajasthan. Jayanto, who has often visited the place during his childhood days, recollects memories about the place and things. Now, as the story unfolds, the protagonist of the story, Jayanto, who is the protagonist, and Shankar, who is the narrator of the story, were childhood friends. We already come to know that they are childhood friends, and they have got their primary and higher education in the same school and college. While Jayanto worked in the editorial section of a newspaper, Shankar was a school teacher. Now, both of them, after a long time, managed to get some time together to go for this trip. I've already said that they planned to go to Bundi. Now, why did they choose Bundi? While most of the people, visited famous places like Jaipur, Udaipur, Bikaner, Chittor in Rajasthan, Jayanto insisted on going to this very small village of Bundi. Now, Shankar, who was his friend, to him this was quite puzzling, He thought it very strange at Jayanto's choice for the trip. Though he obliged, but somehow, he thought it strange that Jayanto would choose Bundi over all the places, all the tourist places. While traveling by train, Jayanto told Shankar that when he was 6 years old, he had visited Bundi with his father, who worked in the archaeological department. And so he always longed to visit Bundi once again as an adult. By making his visit to Bundi again, he wanted to compare the changes of modern Bundi with the image that he already had in his mind, which was preserved since his childhood, when he had visited this place 31 years ago. Now, Jayanto and Shankar stayed in a circuit house. A circuit house is a guest house where Jayanto had stayed before in his childhood due to his father's trips in Bundi. While having tea in the circuit house, Jayanto seemed to be engrossed in some thoughts, and he also looked somewhat restless, as the expressions of his face indicated. The narrator, Shankar, felt that Jayanto might be contemplating about something. Shankar, the narrator, inquired to know what was bothering Jayanto. Why did he have that very strange expression on his face? Jayanto replied by saying that faint memories of his visit to Bundi were rushing into his mind. Remember, he had come with his father earlier. Jayanto recalls many things related to the circuit house. And after having tea, both friends decide to take a stroll outside in the open. Suddenly, Jayanto seemed to be struck by the memory of a deodar tree that used to stand around somewhere in the garden outside the circuit house, which was in the premises though. He looked